And it says I'm live. Can you guys check and see if I'm live? Why is this on here? Why can't I get it off here? I guess I'll just leave it on here. You guys see if I'm live? Because I'm definitely live. I'm staring right at myself and it's saying that I'm live. What does the countdown say? There shouldn't be a countdown. I'm literally staring at myself live right now. Like, it's live. I promise you. Yeah, I'm not on Twitch. I'm not on Twitch. I'm just on YouTube. It says you're waiting on me. I'm right here. There's people coming into YouTube. I'm here. Can you see me, Nicole? Okay, now it's working. Okay, it overlapped. There we go. That's what happened. It overlapped. Okay, thank God. Here we go. Much better. It's working now. We're good. Everything is good. Thank God. I was like, what the fuck? All right, cool. We are working. Okay, yeah. It's working on YouTube now. It is Ryan Lee TM. That's where I go live all the time. Is Ryan Lee TM. We're good. Yeah, that was what happened was I had a live set for through StreamYard. I canceled StreamYard and I forgot to unschedule it. So when I went live, it tried to schedule me on that one. Give you a Baja Blast? No way, I don't share. Hey, don't share this, mine. All right. So you guys can hang out over here if you want for a minute. I'll leave it on TikTok for a hot minute. So hi. Follow me at Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. That's where I do all of my lives. So we are good to go now. Hallelujah. Praise God. I've had the worst. Oh my God. So if you got, I don't know if you guys have seen my post on YouTube. She is okay right now. You don't ever get on YouTube, but that's where I'm always live. I'm on TikTok some of the time, but I'm on YouTube all of the time. I'm getting bananaed left and right on TikTok, and honestly, I'm over it. So, I've been doing lives over on YouTube, plus the recorded, plus I can record the chat. So it's a lot nicer on YouTube. Hey, Miss. Hey, Short. So I took her to the vet, and I take her now, mind you, we happen to see stuff in her poop yesterday. I get up at 9 o'clock in the morning. They tell me I have to be to the vet by 10. Luckily, I'm really close, not a big deal. And I fly over to the vet, and they tell me they don't see anything. I said, well, that's amazing because they're there. I said, so since I seen this and I know it's there, I'm going to get the medication anyway. I said, because I know that she has this, so I'm going to get the medication anyway. So I got the medication and we gave it to her when I got home. So now it's just a sit around and wait game. Sit around and wait. And I figure I'm going to know probably in the next few days, to be honest. So my YouTube is Ryan Lee TM. No dots, no spaces, just Ryan Lee TM. And so I'll know shortly whether or not this is going to work or not. I'm worried that. Oh, and by the way, just so you know, I'm going to pass this little handy dandy information out. So I told you that I treated her for worms 3 weeks ago. And it's standard a lot of the times to have a reoccurrence because the eggs have to go through whatever after 3 weeks, right? I bought a wormer 3 weeks ago that said it did all types of worms. And I thought that was really weird because a lot of the times you have to do the roundworm, hookworm, something worm, And then you have to do tapeworm separately because Panicure does not do tapeworm. But I bought Safeguard, and Safeguard says it does all of them. It don't. It fucking don't. And the fucking vet told me that today. That no, it does not. It says it does, but it does not. Which means when I treated her 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago, she didn't get treated for what I was treating her for. So this has been going on now for 6 weeks plus because I treated her 3.5 weeks ago. And it was a week or so before that, I had to wait for the medicine to get there. So this has been going on like 5.5 weeks. And so now she, she started like losing a little bit of weight. I'm like, oh, she's old. She's old. She's old. I've had it happen to cats. She's old. And then about a week ago, she started like losing weight. And so I started like feeding her eggs and protein and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. Something's not right. And then the worm showed up again. And I was like, what the fuck? And now they're like, well, we can't find them. And they're like, but that is normal with tapeworms, is if they don't show up in that sample, the eggs won't show up in the sample because that's not what tapeworms are or do. And she's like, so that, yeah, that, that could definitely be. So I got the medication anyway, and I gave it to her anyway. So if you get Safeguard and you're wanting to get rid of tapeworms, I suggest you go to your fucking vet because it does not do tapeworms. And tapeworms cause your dog to lose weight. So now, even though I gave her medication 3 weeks ago and trusted a company, and the vet says, oh, well, we don't know. I got the fucking meds anyway. I ain't playing around. So now, because I did the right thing and bought the fucking meds and they were falsely advertising, apparently, now she's lost so much weight, I don't know if she's going to recoup from this. Honestly. So now I am having to prepare for God knows fucking what, which is why I put the post up, because if, I've been like preparing myself all day because I don't know what the hell is going to happen in the next few days. Because if this pill works, just works, and Lord knows I'm feeding her enough, because I'm feeding her like constantly trying to get, weight on her. If this pill works and I keep feeding her and she fattens up, good gravy, good. She's got, itchy allergies and she's a little creaky when she walks, but she'll be okay. But if she can't, recoup this weight loss, or God forbid continues to have weight loss, I'm going to lose her. And I did the right thing 3 weeks ago. I got the medication. The medication said it was supposed to treat what the fuck she had. So needless to say, I'm beyond, today has been a really shitty day. But as of right now, it looks like if God forbid anything happens, I am at least able to do what needs to be done. So there's that at least. I was a little bit short in case something happened, boom. And a couple friends did something very nice. So I should be able to, God forbid, I had to get a quote for, worst case scenario. And then do you know that there's places that while I was talking to her, do you know that there's places that you can actually go to, like actual crematoriums and like put your pet in there yourself? She goes, yeah, the vet says to me, I'd really use this place. She says it's probably cheaper and they let you put the animal in it by yourself. And I was like, No. That's gonna be a hard pass for me. That's gonna be a real hard pass for me. I was like, that's not going to no. I was like, how do they get there? I was like, if you, give them the shot here and the place is an hour and a half away, how do they get there? She goes, well, we wrap them up for you. And I was like, no, no, I'll just pay the extra and do it here. Um, no. Nice, Petty. Nice. Good timing, by the way. Um, yeah, no, I couldn't do. Now I do understand, I like that option because for the vet, like she said, she wanted to make sure that she got her dog's ashes back. So I mean, I get that. I understand that. I'm glad that they have that option, but I would not be using that option. That's no. No, the amount of nightmares that I would have are unmatched. I was like, "That is a really nice option." She's like, "Well, you don't have to. They just give you the." I was like, "Oh, okay." So, well, no, I mean, I want like they give you an option of basically you pay 40 to $60 and they cremate the dog, you don't get ashes back. That's not happening. We have to have our ashes back. So we have to have what's called a private cremation. And they cremate your dog, they give it back to you in a little box, they do a little paw print. And I was like, all right, and she's like, but you can go up here and it might be cheaper. I'm like, number one, it's an hour and a half away. Number two, you want me to drive with my deceased animal in the car. Number three, there's an option for me to insert it into an oven. I would climb in the oven. Like that's gonna be a hard pass for me. But my thing is I don't want to save 20 bucks, spend 20 bucks in gas and have to drive with a deceased animal in my car. Just the thought of that, she didn't even like being in the car. She don't even like being in the car. I'm sure as hell not going to make her sit in a car for an hour and a half, even though she's not there. I can just hear her from little doggy heaven being very angry with me. The dog's cremation was $200 for private cremation. Yeah, not here. Not here. I wish. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So I found the place in town is everybody around here is comparable in price. I called a couple different places and they all run about the same thing. So it is what it is. Yeah, it's by the weight of the animal for sure. The actual shot is by the weight of the animal, and then the actual cremation is by the weight of the animal. And I guess it's the only thing that I was halfway lucky with is the fact she's a small dog. But you had to have one of your dogs cremated a few years back, and it was $675. Holy shit! I have not lost anybody yet. I am very, very concerned that my dog is possibly going to have a situation soon based on false advertising, essentially. And it's frustrating because like I had a feeling because I remember being told by the vet once that shut up, Petty. I remember the vet saying, that round and hook and whatever worms have to be treated separate from tapeworms. So it was really weird to me that Safeguard said that it did all types of worms. Well, apparently it does not. And so she's apparently not technically been treated for the correct thing for the past 5 weeks. So I just got her, vet strength, vet pills. So hopefully this kicks in, but I'm just worried about the weight loss and if it's going to at least plateau until she can get more, because if she loses any more, like it's done. Like she was losing it, and then when obviously the problem wasn't getting fixed, it got worse. So I figure I'm probably going to know something in the next probably 3 days, because if she loses much more weight, it's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap. There's no way that there becomes a point of no return, and she is super little at this point. Well, she's about 18 to 20 pounds. So, I mean, that's still insanely expensive here, but, 350 for an 80-pound dog. Man, it's wild how crazy it is. So somebody that had a 25-pound dog was 675. Yours was 350 for the cremation of an 80-pound dog. Are you sure did you get the ashes back though? Because that's about the price that they're charging to just cremate the dog and not give you back the remains. So this dog was under 10 pounds. They make sure you have paw prints, ashes, lock of hair. Well, mine don't have any hair, but well, it was safeguard. It was safeguard. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely going to go back and read the ingredients again. You also got his big old gorilla nose print, paw prints, and hair. Wow. Yeah, this one, they do paw prints here. They do the paw prints and the little wooden box and everything. I don't know. I'm gonna know in the next few days for sure, because, at this point, it's weird because she started losing the weight, obviously, for obvious reasons now. And I started feeding her like eggs. So I was like, you lose weight, you feed them eggs. So she's got more energy now than she has in months. But she's itty bitty. And it's not yet, Miss Lee, not yet. What I'm hoping is that, now that she has the correct meds, because apparently, I'm hoping that the situation can right itself, and if I keep feeding her these like fattier foods, that I can reverse the weight loss. Because if that happens, I can still get some months out of her, because the eggs are giving her lots of energy. No, you just treat them the one time. They give us 2 pills and you just do it one time. She'll be 12 this year. She'll be 12 in December. She's been slowly declining, like her hearing's getting bad, her sight's getting bad. She creaks when she walks. She does the little thumpy thumpy limp walk. But since I started feeding her the eggs, she's got energy. She's got energy, but she lost so much weight. So I'm just hoping that this pill works. I had to have a conversation with my husband. That's his baby. And, Mr. Hardass, and I had to have a conversation with him. And I don't think realization had hit him till today that, it might not turn out well. From 6 to 18 pounds, it's $118. Damn. It's wild how much different how they are. It's 75 just for the shot. Here. It's 75 just for the shot. The cremation is a whole nother charge. Here. Which, I mean, that was the same in Michigan. The shot was one price, and maybe they put it all together, lumped it all together, but right. But I'm just hoping that this pill turns around. It's so frustrating because I did the right thing. I gave her the meds 3 weeks ago. I went off what the fucking box said, and apparently the box was not accurate. So, I took a sample in to the vet. That's all they needed. They just needed a sample, which when I took the sample in, they said, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with it." Because tapeworms and poop are weird. they'll show up sometimes and not other times. And because tapeworms are essentially segments that break off of a bigger worm, there's no eggs. So they can, when they look through the fecal matter, it's not like a roundworm or a hookworm where there's eggs. If the tapeworm does not show up on the fecal matter that you bring in, they don't find tapeworms. And there was none on what I brought in. And I knew that when I took it in, but I figured there'd be eggs, not thinking. And they're like, well, we don't see anything. I'm like, well, it's there. So I'm going to take those meds anyways. So I got the meds and we came home and we wrapped them in some cheese and she ate them. Yeah. Yeah, it's $70 just to walk in the door at our vet. Just to walk in the door, $70. So, and I'm like, I was frustrated. I'm like, number one, I was like, it costs more than it does for a person to go to the doctor. And I'm like, so they didn't see it but gave me the meds. Yes, because I told them that we had seen it. It's not like we were like, it's not like a pill you get jonesed off of. Like, as soon as we told her that we had seen it, they were like, oh, well, then yeah. She was like, that makes sense that there wouldn't be any eggs because tapeworms don't have eggs per se. Because apparently tapeworms, they break off. Why don't I get a job to pay for my own pet expenses? Thanks, Alicia. I appreciate you. My husband works 70 hours a week. This was kind of an emergency thing, but don't worry, it's covered. I appreciate you, though. I hope you go to hell. You probably will, but, not you, her. No. Life is hunky-dory and nobody ever has any issues. And your life has always been pretty and perfect. I hope you rot in hell. $150 a visit? Damn. Yeah, it's only 70 here. Yeah, Alicia did. I believe her name's Alicia Michelle on TikTok or on YouTube, and she's Queen Bee everywhere else because she thinks she's hot shit. She's shit, all right, just not hot shit. But yeah, she's a sack of shit. She thinks it's cute to follow me all over the internet. Yeah, all over the internet. Not only does she have to stick her nose in on different snark pages, but the other day she crashed my Discord server as well. So, but now she wants to come in. Not rude, it's a valid question. Instead of begging or asking people for help, earn your own damn money. What do you think I'm doing? I don't this does earn me money. Number one. This does earn me money. Number one. Number two, have you ever had a situation where you get paid on Friday, you pay your bills, and an emergency happens on a Wednesday? Have you ever had that happen? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's kind of where it was. If there was if I had to put her down immediately today, I was a little bit short. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My husband makes more than you do. I can guarantee you that because you are a two-bit whore, and I'm sure you don't make much on your back because look at you. So yeah, she's the psycho stalker from Reddit and Discord and TikTok. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, things happen, shit happens, life happens. Mhm. 100%, things happen. If you can just randomly come up with like $1,000 out of your ass, you probably could, you know. I see that you look like you do drugs, so I'm sure you could sell some. But anyway, not all of us can do that. Not all of us can do that. Even making what we make, we have bills like adults and not people who live in our mommy's basement with 7 kids from, different dads, if you know who they are. You know, it's bad enough when somebody has literally spent the whole day crying about possibly losing a beloved pet and already feeling like shit that you have so many bills that you may not be able to cover the expenses right off the bat. But then some two-bit whore like you comes in and runs their fucking cocksucker. So why don't you do what's best with that mouth of yours and go attach it to somebody's dick? Can you do that? I'm sure you can. I'm sure that's how you pay your bills. But I have integrity, so yeah. Anyway. You are a psycho stalker. You are on my YouTube where I don't want you. You are on my TikTok where I don't want you. You are in my Discord server where I didn't want you. What does that make you? What does that make you? Because if you are in 3 different social media outlets that I don't want you in, what does that make you if not a psycho stalker? What does that make you? Just so I know. What does that make you? Why is she so obsessed? I have no idea. I have no idea. But one day, and it will happen because it happens to all of us. One day, you will have an emergency, whether it's a family emergency, a house emergency, a car emergency, a pet emergency, a parent emergency, whatever it is. Whatever that emergency is, I hope you suffer. I hope you don't get a dime. I hope you sit and you cry and you beg and you scream and you remember today and asking me why I don't do a job, which is what I'm doing right now, you stupid bitch. I'm a content creator. I get paid for this. Not on here. I get paid for this. I'm doing my job. And you are ruining me doing my job. Okay? Okay. So, anyway. You haven't seen me in months? I'm here. Be careful. She likes what she sees. She's obsessed. Yeah, I know. Explain to me. Tell me what it is. If you were on she's been on 2 of my TikToks. She's on all of my snark pages. She just crashed my Discord server yesterday. I have screenshots. And she's on my YouTube. But she's not a stalker and she's not obsessed. Not embarrassing myself. You see, I'm not hiding under my name and pic. Do you want a cookie? You look like you need one, Meth Molly. Do you want a fucking cookie? Again, I hope the karma bus hits you like the train bang that you fuck every night. I hope it hits you hard. It's Queen Bee on Reddit because she thinks that highly of herself. It's Alicia Michelle on YouTube. It's whatever the fuck her name is on TikTok that I blocked. See, because she's blocked on here, which is why she's over there. Violation number 1. I'm on YouTube, Ryan Lee TM. Yes, Methica is in the house. I know. I'm not embarrassing myself. Me, here's the deal. My animals come first. And if that requires, number 1, me to give up everything, which I have. 2, me to ask friends, supporters, to help make sure that my animal sees a nice end. If I have to eat crow for that, as a responsible pet owner that unfortunately it got hit with an emergency out of nowhere, I'll do that. And if that makes me embarrass myself, I'll do it for that animal. That's the difference between me and you, I guess. You'll be there as well. I'm already there, honey. Did you not notice? Did you not pay attention? I'm already there. Yeah. If my husband works that much, you should be able to afford these bills. Right. Right. Because you know my business. Because you know my financials. Yeah, he works a lot. He works 70 hours a week. Okay. Busts his ass. But by the time they take half the fucking paycheck between taxes and life insurance and health insurance and disability insurance because my husband has one of the top 6 most dangerous jobs in America. So he has to be very highly insured because if he dies, I'm fucked. By the time I pay back my Chapter 13 bankruptcy from another unforeseen emergency, and by the time I pay back the 401k loan that I have for unforeseen emergency, because as adults, that's what happens. We have unforeseen emergencies. By the time they take out about $900 out of our check, and we pay the $800 in bills a week, that's $1,700. Okay? That's $1,700. You know you're hot shit. You're a hot mess. You're a hot mess. You are a fucking dumpster fire garbage pit, you fucking whore, is what you are. And you are upset. It kills you. It kills you that I have a better support system than you will ever have. It kills you that I have people who give a fuck. It fucking kills you. That's why you are here. That's why you stalk me on every fucking social profile I have. It fucking kills you, don't it? It keeps you up at night because you are alone and decrepit and disgusting, and it eats at your soul that I have a support system and you don't. I actually thank you for today because this is actually keeping my mind off of this. So I actually thank you for that. Because this is not hurting me. This is not upsetting me. This is actually keeping my mind off the thing that I am upset about, the thing I care about. See, because I don't care about you. You've never done drugs. You've never touched that shit. You look like it, meth head Molly. You look like it. You do. So you may not do it, but you fucking look like it. So we're just going to go with you do. Because you can't trust people on the internet. You can't trust people. I mean, you also say that you're not a psycho stalker. And you follow me on every social platform I have. So obviously you have a penchant for lying. You obviously have a penchant for lying. So we're just going to not believe that whole little thing you just said. Because I'm going to believe you do. Yeah. That or you have extremely bad mental health problems. Quit projecting my insecurities out on me. I don't do drugs. I don't need to. I'm happy with my life. My debt-ridden, emergency-ridden life, I'm happy with it. Because I'm on here and I have supporters. I have people who care for me. I have friends and family that help me, which is exactly why for the small amount that I needed for my dog, because I had saved up, because I did see this coming, but I did not know the exact amount. Those friends came through for me in about an hour. Can you say the same? I doubt it. When you talk about projecting your insecurities, stop projecting your insecurities. It's sad. You follow me everywhere like a lost little puppy. And I'd much rather have my puppy here that I'm trying to save its life of than your skank ass. So I know she's jealous that I have real friends. It eats her alive that I have support and she doesn't. I know that. Because only people with that type of mental health insecurity and instability act like that. I would never, ever. If I didn't like somebody online, number one, I wouldn't watch them. I'm not that weird and obsessed. But number two, I wouldn't follow them all over social media. I wouldn't follow their TikToks, all of them. I wouldn't follow their YouTube. I wouldn't try to join their Discord. I would accept no as an answer. See, Alicia gives the psycho girlfriend vibe. She's the one that her ex has to tell all the crazy stories about because she doesn't know how to accept no for an answer. She thinks that she is more important than everybody and what she wants is more important. You have real friends? Why are you here? Why are you here? If you have real friends, why are you here? Why are you not with those real friends? Why are you bothering me on every social media platform I have if you have real friends? That vent was open, goddammit. Why are you here? No, I'm not in your Discord. No, I'm not. And if it wasn't blatantly clear, I don't even know how to function Discord, which is why my Discord was not privated, which is why your skank ass got in it. I'm not in your Discord. And if there's somebody in there pretending to be me, I don't know what to tell you. But I think I made it blatantly obvious. I can't even run my own Discord. I think a lot of us stormed your Discord the other day. I'm not fucking Brie. What? What do you mean you're not fucking Brie? The fuck? Oh, well, girl code is also not telling people that the things she told me. So tit for tat here, buddy. Yeah. If you're going to poke a bear, don't be surprised when you get bit. So Queen Bee isn't your name under Reddit? The fucking ain't. I have a screenshot of you saying that. Oh, well, I'm sorry, on Discord. On Discord. But your name was Queen Bee on TikTok. You came in under Queen Bee. Admitted it was you. Same picture. And I have a screenshot of you on Discord changing your name to Queen Bee, saying, "Oh, I used to be under Alicia." So, check Messenger. I already know what this is going to be. I already know. Can I read it out loud? I already know what it's going to be. I didn't even need to open it. I already knew what it was. And I will. Just give me 1 minute. I will. I already knew what it was. No, me and him already discussed this. He says, you're going to have some asshole come in. I said, I'm good. I'll block him. I'm in trouble. See, because that's the difference, Alicia. I have a husband who gives a fuck about my mental health. And you're going to die alone. So I don't care what it is on Reddit. That's what it is on Discord. That's what it is on TikTok. Excuse me for not knowing your Reddit name. I'm not on Reddit. Not on Reddit. I'm not in your Discord. Thank you. He's just as mental as me. What? Because I have a husband who cares about me? And you'll never know that? I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate you. That's what it's like to have friends, ma'am. That's what it's like to have friends. I can guarantee you he's got something on the side. Really? Are you it? Because that's the only way you could guarantee it. And I can guarantee you he don't. I can guarantee you he don't. I can look through his phone at any given time. I can look through every messenger device. I can do all of it. But the thing is, I don't have to because he's not. You ain't hurting me, honey. Exactly. He has no time to have anything on the side. The man works 70 hours a week. What the hell do you think he's doing? Come on now. You wouldn't touch that troll? Nobody would touch you. So I guess that's pretty accurate. No? I know that man would give his soul for me. I ain't worried about that. My husband's a lot of things. My husband's an asshole, but I can tell you one thing he is, and he's fucking loyal. He's fucking loyal. And I know that. He's right. Work 70 hours so you can sit on your ass peddling cheap t-shirts. Number one, they're not cheap. They're actually great quality. Number two, I don't make a lot of money off of that. I do it because I like doing it. But regardless, I'm doing something with talent because people are buying it. I'm selling quite a bit, just so you know. So my talent is appreciated. What are you doing? What are you doing? Because while you're sitting here telling me all the things I'm not doing, like designing shirts that people are buying, being a content creator that I'm being paid for right this minute while I argue with you, what are you doing? Other than sitting here being a pain in my ass. Just so I know. Because while I'm making shirts that people are buying and content that people are watching, what else is there? I'm confused. Being paid by doing what? What do you do, Lisa? Would you like to come on and tell me what it is you do? What do you do? Let's have a conversation. What do you do for work? Make up a nice story now. Make sure it's really good. I aim to please, Alicia. I'm glad that you are finding enjoyment in this. I'm glad you have enjoyment. You could be out with your real life friends, but here you sit, being enjoyed by somebody you don't like. Make it make sense. You do lots of things like what? What do you do? What's some things that you do? Let me guess. You're going to tell me how you have a nice, big, high-paying job and a multi-million-dollar mansion and all this stuff, right? You're going to start peddling me with a bunch of lies. What do you do, Lisa? What do you do? Now I want to know what Lisa does first. I got to know. Lisa, let me know what you do. You're not rich? Well, then what are you here about? What are you bitching at me for? What do you do? You haven't answered me. Answer my question. What do you do? You want to bitch about what I do? What do you do? Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. It's keeping my mind off of shit. I'm having a nice civil conversation. I'm not yelling. I'm not bitching. I'm not calling nobody names. Let's have a conversation. You don't think you can discuss your job? That means that she doesn't have one, because if she did, she'd try to be proving her point right now. What? Let me guess. You work in the FBI, right? You can't discuss it. Who on this planet cannot discuss their job? The president can discuss his job, but Lisa over here is more important than the president. Can't discuss her job. Make it make sense. Are we back to Thea? No. Why? Because I said the words FBI? Are you okay? Not everything in the world revolves around Thea. I said FBI. Are you okay? Oh, okay. Gotcha. So anyway, I don't either. No, I've gotten the name calling out of my system. I'm good. I'm all right now. Christia, I don't know. They love me. What can I tell you? It does light up. You don't need to announce your departure. This isn't an airport. And we also don't care. So. Well, please depart. Well, I mean, you could stay here, but you're not. So she could stay here, but she's not. Make another name, come back in. I don't think it. No, you guys can't blame everything on the fucking Blanchards. It's not the Blanchards. Yeah, no. Yes, Guac. Yes. Yeah. No, I'm not. You're not going to make me. Nobody's going to make me feel like shit for doing what I need to do in an emergency. Period. Did I feel like shit? Yeah. But not because Alicia made me feel like shit. Not because my husband working his ass off 70 hours a week and not being able to scrape up $400 out of my asshole. That's life. I have things, lots of things that's got to be done. You were Palo Santoing my comments while you were cleansing your crystals. No, I do what I got to do. And I did. Matter of fact, I put off getting other things because I had a feeling this day was coming. So I've already started saving. My worry was, God forbid she turned before next paycheck. Because I had most of it. God forbid she turned before next paycheck was where the concern came from. But like I said, I have friends, I have supporters, and I have people who care. And that was fixed in about an hour. So I also put on that post that monetary was not a necessity to even just think positive thoughts, which obviously some people are not capable of doing. They're not capable of positive thoughts. They're not capable of wishing well on someone. They're not capable of any warmth, compassion, sympathy, or empathy towards people. If somebody doesn't want to help somebody financially or can't, warm wishes are always nice. Hey, I'm sorry to hear this. I hope they get better. That's what Alicia could have chose to do. She could have chose to either A, shut the fuck up. That'd been the best one. Or B, to be a grown adult and say, hey, I'm sorry this happened to you. Instead, she chose C, cunt rag. So, here's the deal. People like that are not going to do whatever. Yeah.
She needs to re-cleanse her crystals now. She had to do with that shit around her crystals.
He says re-cleanse your crystals. He says re-cleanse your crystals. That was a lot of juju on your crystals. That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one, babe. No, yeah, that would have came out really bad on voice to text, I think.
Yeah.
That would have came out real bad. So, all right. So yeah, refix your crystals. You may need to put them out. You may need to put them out in the full moon for this one. That's probably a big job.
Yeah, definitely re-cleanse those. Pick a different time to cleanse your crystals.
Yeah. Oh, here, and by the way, just so everybody can hear, not that it's going to mean shit and not that anybody's going to believe anything from anything, but I'm going to put them on the spot because why not? Here you go. What is your view on cheaters? Tell them why you're against cheaters.
They deserve to be castrated and shot.
And why is that?
Because if you can't leave someone to be with someone else, you don't know how to be a proper person, a proper human, a proper society member. And you need to be taken out for it.
Did I not offer you to have a girlfriend?
Oh, yeah. You've offered me a mistress. You've offered prostitution, all kinds of shit. And I say no.
I've offered it. You guys know that.
Because if I wanted something else, I'd leave and go get something else.
You guys know I swing both ways. You think that I didn't give this man every man's dream and say, hey, do you want to bring a girl into this?
All the time. Hey, this person's into three ways. Why don't we invite them? No. If he ain't gonna take me up on what every man's dream is,
Do you think I need to worry about him cheating when he had a free pass ticket?
I can barely handle the one, let alone two.
When he has a free pass ticket, because I don't think like a lot of women. That, for me, and this is where me and him differ so bad.
I essentially have a 24/7 hall pass.
Yeah.
And
I'm secure.
I can't do that.
I'm secure.
No reason for that.
I could literally, I told him, I know he'll come home to me. I know. I said, you know what? You want to go do something? I'm not like most women. I said, you want to go do something? Go do something. I know you'll come home to me. I ain't worried about it. He was like, fuck no.
And here's the thing. Another thing I can't stand on this topic, another thing I can't stand about cheaters is, you're in the middle of divorce. You can wait for your divorce to be finalized before you sleep with someone else.
That one hit a little too close to home for you, didn't it? That hit a little too close for home for you, didn't it?
Just a bit.
Yeah. No. See, I don't think like a lot of women, and for me, pleasures of the flesh aren't a big deal like a lot of women. A lot of women are insecure. That's okay. I'm not bashing that.
You can say that fucking again.
I'm not bashing that. I'm not bashing that, okay? That's fine. And that's how everybody, I know that I'm very different in that aspect. Pleasures of the flesh to me, I know he loves me. If he wanted to go have some physical thing, he's going to come home to me. He loves me. I'm secure. I don't care. He has a fucking pass he can go use at any point. And in 25 years, this motherfucker never done it once. So when you say, I think he's got somebody on the side, I'd know about it because I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care.
Oh, we'd probably have her over for dinner.
We would. I actually asked him if I could pick one out for him. Should we tell him that story? I told him. I said, I'll go find you one myself.
No, if I was to do it, I'd pick her out myself.
Huh? See, that's it.
PH is my lover on the side.
What is PH?
Sound it out. What starts with P and H?
I don't know.
Corn grub.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm not saying that. No. Okay, hold on. Now everybody's getting fucking mad now. I'm not insecure because I want my man to be faithful. What I'm saying is there's a lot of women who are very insecure in the fact that their husband will do whatever. There's people who are insecure. And you know who I'm talking about. It's perfectly okay to be secure or insecure, whatever. I'm not putting you down. Even if you were insecure, I'm not going to put somebody down for that. Okay. I'm not going to put somebody down for that. And no, most people, and this is where I differ from most people, and this is why that comment made me laugh. For me, emotional is a lot more important than physical, okay? So for me, physical prowess is not a big deal to me. Because let me ask you guys this. We've had this conversation on lives before, so let me ask you this. Maybe you'll see where I'm going with this. If you got in an accident, okay, and you were no longer able to perform in any way, shape, or form, what would you do? You'd still have your marriage, right? Because it matters. You can't have sex anymore, but you're still married, right? Because physicalness isn't everything, right? I mean, that's where my brain goes. Because if you ended up in some, horrible accident and you could no longer, be intimate in that way, does your marriage suddenly fail? No. Marriage is more than just physicalities.
I know some of these shallow motherfuckers is that case.
Right. I mean,
people I've been talking about.
There was a case in the news. There was a case that made the news. This woman had gotten in an accident and her husband was like, I can't do this. I can't not have sex. And he divorced her. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. So, I mean, yes, there's marriage and relationships are multifaceted. There's a physical portion, there's an emotional portion, there's a spiritual portion, and that's okay. And for each person, they have different parts that are more important to them. to me, physicality isn't that big of a deal. It's just not. Now that being said, I'm like a swan. Like once I'm with you, I'm with you. So like, even though I'm like, hey, if you want, we could, he don't want, so I don't do, because I respect his wishes. And that's okay, Michelle. And see, that's exactly what I'm saying. I would not judge other people for whatever, but what I'm saying is, and this is where, when somebody says to me that they know that my husband is unfaithful, number one, no, you don't, because he's not. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that naively. He's not. I've given the man a whole pass and he's not taken me up on it. Why would he need to sneak around when he can do it in the open? There's no reason to sneak around.
41 goddamn years old. You're lucky if I can stand it up.
Right? Fucking old or broken. Like, what does it matter?
I'm older and mentally ill. I'm not old. I'm older and mentally ill. Yeah.
So, I mean, it just makes me laugh. I've been going through this for years. I had a friend. This was her philosophy, and I'll tell you, this is how I know the person who did this is that way. I had a friend that I had for years and years and years and years and years and years. I'm talking decades. And she couldn't keep it in her pants to save her life. Okay. She couldn't. And because she had just got done cheating on her husband and did not know who the father of her son was, she looked at me when my husband got his trucking job and said, he's on the road. You know that he's cheating on you. And I went, why? Because you cheat on your husband? That because you cheat, everybody cheats. No, that's not how everybody is. There is a thing called loyalty. There is a thing called monogamy. And my husband is full of it because he grew up in a situation that sucked. And he learned to be the opposite of what he saw and not follow in the footsteps.
I saw the damage it can do.
Right. And he didn't want to do that.
That's why I still refuse to do it now, because she may talk a big game. But I know the minute it happens, which it never will, it would devastate her. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be the one to devastate my wife.
I don't think it would. I think
it would.
I think that.
I mean, just look what you talked about with dolls.
I think it would. It would bother me.
We had this conversation.
I think it would bother me more that he took me up on it, not the fact of what he was doing. Does that make sense? The fact that he would take me up on it would bother me, I think, more than the act itself.
That's exactly what I'm talking
about.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Both the acting on what you told me I could do and the act in itself.
Yeah.
That's not how you should be with your significant other. I'm sorry, castration and a bullet.
That being said, for those of you who think I am crazy and even thinking that.
Well, after the castration, you're going to sit there and fucking suffer. Probably tied to a tree somewhere, covered in honey in grizzly country.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
It would end up being a mercy.
Because I'm not, here's the deal. Anything that happens to you medically that is beyond your control, you should never be ashamed of. Okay? And so I'm not ashamed of the fact that because of all of my physical issues, I'm not the best at being able to do anything because of all my physical issues. So to fill that void at the time that it was happening, I said, hey, look, I can't do wifely duties right now. I was having a hysterectomy, whole 9, whatever. I'm laid up for 6 weeks. My shit's been yanked out, yada, yada, yada. And I said, hey.
I just saw a comment I want to comment on. If it works for you, do it, or whatever that comment just said.
Yeah.
Who was it? I can't even.
If it works for you and you're happy, that's all that matters.
Listen to me. You don't know if it works for you until you've done it, and once you've done it, there's no turning back.
That's a good point.
This is a situation.
That's a good point.
This isn't, hey, I got a dog. Hey, I tried Fazoli's for the first time. This is, I'm going out and physically being unfaithful.
Yeah.
This has to do with feelings. And once that string is cut, there ain't no tying it back together.
I don't know why people stereotype truckers as cheaters, because there's a lot of jobs that travel.
Because it's a very common trope in media due to lot lizards and prostitution.
Right, but at the same...
And I've actually talked to a few of the guys I work with that have chicks in different states.
But I mean, there's lots of jobs that travel and don't get that stigma. I just don't understand why it's only truckers.
No, it's not only truckers.
That's all I ever hear about.
Businessmen.
Yeah.
You hear about that all the time. The only reason you hear about it more about truckers is because your significant other is a trucker.
Probably,
if
yeah.
If I worked Wall Street, you'd hear it all about trade brokers.
That's true. That's true.
You have a significant other that's a trucker, so you're going to hear it all the time. Somebody trying to be a helpful person.
I'm a very selfless person. I put everybody ahead of me. So when I'm having a hysterectomy and I'm feeling like I can't do the things that are quote unquote expected of me, I'm like, hey, we'll go find you somebody who can do these things. Whether or not, however it would end up making me feel, however it would make me feel. But to me, because I couldn't do the things that were recommended of me or expected of me, not from him, but I'm saying by society, by the things that were expected of me, I put myself on the back burner and said, okay, here, let's take care of your needs. Fuck me. Actually, don't fuck me. That's the whole problem. Don't fuck me. I put myself back here to make sure his needs were met because I could not meet them because I was medically tied up. And so I put myself on the back burner because for me, his happiness was more important than mine anyway, because that's who I am as a person. That's how I've always been. Do I not give everything in front of myself?
Yes.
So if I feel that I'm not meeting a need, I'm going to make sure that need is met. And if it's not by me, then it's not by me. But that's how I think, is that I don't matter in a situation. Hang on, I have a question. You said you've offered the hall pass, but would be I didn't say I would be devastated. Would be devastated if he took you up on it and not the physical part. I would be more upset, not devastated. I would be more upset that he actually wanted to do it than the act of doing it.
And you gotta understand, this isn't because she offered it that she would be upset. It's because we've been together for 25 years, and I've swore up and down to her I never would.
So if he changed his, yeah,
would be the lie.
Right. So for 25 years, he's told me no, and then all of a sudden you're 26. He's like, yeah, sure. So does that mean does that mean? So does that mean at year 26, either A, now his feelings have changed, or B, he was lying to me for 25 years? That's why it would be different right now. Because
it'd be a whole different can of worms.
After 25 years, and I said, okay, this whole time you can have a hall pass. Let's say that, it was, I told him this probably, I don't know, 10 years ago.
One hall pass, okay? One person. And I'm betting my wife knows the name.
Keanu Reeves.
Fuck yeah.
So,
take one in the back for that.
Listen, if, this happened, about 10 years ago-ish. And in that entire time, the man says, no. Now, all of a sudden, in 2027, after 10 years of no, he says, yes. Is that going to fuck with my brain at that point? Yes, because either A, now there's a reason he wants to, or B, he was trying to be nice all those other times. That's what would fuck with me.
Or C, I've been doing it all along behind your back.
But you ain't.
No, I'm not. Because you know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But
I think that's the difference.
That's why you would be upset about it.
Yes. Okay, Guac. Yeah, so that's the difference. And I don't know what that says about me, that I think more about him than I do myself. I don't know what that says about him, that he's so fucking loyal. It's ridiculous. But either way, no matter how you slice this conversation, we're still going to be the bad guys. So it doesn't matter. He's the bad guy for being loyal. Yeah, he's still sleeping around. And I let my husband do anything I want because of what I really want is to be a big whore and blah, blah, blah. Whatever, however you're going to want to slice that shit.
Because these stupid cunts on the internet want to search shit.
Again, it's like everything else. When I say for Christmas, I will go buy that man a mountain and tell him to buy me a napkin. When he wants something, I go without. When he wants something, I go without so he can have it. And when he goes without, I make sure he has it. And he didn't take me up on it.
Tell them what they are. Homewreckers. That's exactly what she's being. She's trying to cause drama between you and me so we split.
Right.
That's a homewrecker.
Yeah, see, Alicia can be a homewrecker without being on her back.
No, I'm not saying she's never on her back. Because 10 to 1, that's where she spends most of her time.
Right, but in this instance.
The point is, she's a homewrecker. That's what that is.
And the fact that you, of all the things, so she can't come at me with anything else. So then it's going to be your husband cheats on you. That's where you're going to go. To me, okay, so your husband cheating on you is the adult equivalent of you're fat.
Your mama's fat.
Mm-hmm. Your husband cheats on you is the adult equivalent of you're fat.
Yep.
That's what you fall back on when you got nothing else. No, I don't know her in real life. This girl follows me on all of my social media and won't go away.
Well, you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is.
That's
the
is.
adult version of you're just stupid.
100%. 100%.
And it boils down again to grade school mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got nothing smarter to come to the table with?
No, here's my deal. Okay, she could have came in and she could have, I don't know. Here's my problem. Because I don't like her to begin with, but I could have probably let 99% of shit slide. But you're telling me you're going to come in when a person is at an obvious low point. You're going to come in when somebody's at an obvious low point, which, by the way, the face you are seeing right now is my public face. Okay? This is my public face. This is what is required because of the Alicias in the world. Okay? So you are seeing my public face right now. What you didn't see is the past 8 hours of me sobbing about the situation. Now, you see this, but you know at some point that I was crying today. So the first thing you do is make it worse.
This is why I don't think you should acknowledge them. They're going so far that because nothing else has worked, they're attacking the people around you. Like me, I haven't been on TikTok, or hell, I haven't even made videos on YouTube yet in months. I've shared a few political things and societal things, and they're making videos about me.
Right. Because they're mad that you called them out for, because you were defending your wife.
Being them. I called them out for being idiots.
Right.
For being assholes.
Yeah, like anybody, like I can tell you.
That's how butthurt they get. Someone who's not even relevant. They have to jump on that shit.
So I'm looking at the screen right now, and 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 6 people on here know the type of day I've had. They know the type of day I had. They know exactly where I've been. They know exactly what's been going on. They know exactly how much I've been crying today. I was crying inside of a pet store while I was getting crickets for my animals. I had to go there after the vet, and I was crying in the fucking pet store. Did I not call you crying?
Yep.
But this is what you guys are going to see right now, because Alicia wants me to cry on here. I've done my crying, and I'm doing my crying by myself because at this point, this is a very private thing to me. And yes, the fact that I publicly put out there that you could, in condolence, help with the fund of not taking it out on my dog. See, that's the thing that blows my mind more than anything. If you want to be however towards me, Cool. But what you are doing is taking it out on a dying dog.
Which is disgusting.
That is abhorrent. That is.
I'm being told I don't have a heart.
Right. You are taking out how much you don't like me on a dying dog. You're saying that a dying dog does not deserve to have respect in death because you don't like me. Do you blame people when their kids have cancer and they can't afford the cancer treatments? Do you take it out on that innocent child? Shouldn't have had kids. You can't afford them.
In that situation, you guys should be blamed. Our dog is old. It's going out. It's suffering.
Yeah.
Would you blame an old man because he's dying? Would you scold him? Or blame his family members because he's old and dying?
Yoda's a pug.
That's disgusting.
You know, that's just wild to me too. I mean, you can not like me all you want. You can hate me all you want. But to come in here and say that people should not help put to rest an innocent animal because it's an unexpected expense that even though we planned, even though we have money set aside, wasn't quite enough, that dog deserves to suffer another week until another paycheck is wild to me. That you want an animal to suffer another 5 days if something happened so I could get up the extra $80 that I needed because I was $80 short. So you're telling me you want a dog to suffer for 5 days over $80. That's what you're telling me. That is wild. That is insane. That is disgusting. That is so. And you know, my husband always tries to say to me, you know, don't wish bad things on them. Don't wish bad things on them. Don't wish bad things on them. You know what? My selfless mannerisms, my putting everybody in front of me has gotten me what karma. So fuck it. I hope Alicia rots in hell. I hope she gets everything that's coming to her. I hope she gets it in spades. I hope she sits and cries. Mm-hmm.
Stop. You've done enough of that name calling in the past that it's probably why it's not ended yet.
Probably.
Stop.
I have a question. If I don't
need 10 more years of this shit.
If I don't believe in God, but someone asks for prayers, what's the right thing to say back on his question? Look, I have a thing that I always say, thoughts and prayers. Okay. Thoughts and prayers mean pretty much nothing. Okay. They really do. But prayers have meaning to the people who pray them. So if they put that energy out there, if they believe in prayer and they put that energy out there, it's going to reach you. For me, I don't know if you'd call it prayers. You could call it lighting candles. You could call it having positive thoughts. Whatever it is, when you put a mindset out towards a person, whether it's a prayer or a candle, which is energy, anything you want to do that may help a positive situation, you can put any name on it you want, but it's all the same thing, which is intention.
If I pray to a God, I pray that they get the education they need to see the errors of their ways. I pray that they get something put in their path that makes them see the error ways. Now that means I'm not praying anything bad happens to them. I'm praying that God would put something in their way, be it bad or good or just educational, to see the errors of their ways.
So let me ask you this.
But I don't pray to a God, so it doesn't matter.
So let me ask you this. So in a situation with somebody like Alicia, who is horrible and hateful and hurtful, and you were to pray to a God that she saw the error of her ways, without wishing bad things to happen, what is a positive thing that could help her learn her way?
I don't know. That's between her and God.
There is nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, she's not her God. I wouldn't know. She's not going to learn.
If it was you, a swift kick in the ass by someone who's going through the situation is opening up a can on you. But I'm not her God. I'm your God. That's all that matters.
Right, but that's not a positive thing.
Yes, you can call me Christ.
In order, when you're a scumbag, in order to get your karma, you're going to have something shitty happen to you. And, you know, for anybody's others, like, oh my God, Ryan's wishing bad on people. Alicia is bad on people. So I'm only wishing Alicia on Alicia at this point. As you know what, let me succinctly say that. I am wishing Alicia on Alicia. However that happens, that happens. But I'm hoping that Alicia meets Alicia somewhere, whether it's in her mirror or on the street. And that Alicia meets Alicia and sees how ugly her soul is. Does that make sense? Maybe that'll make sense.
You're wishing the tenfold law.
No, I'm saying that she needs to, it's the same thing you're literally saying. You are literally saying the same thing I am.
Yeah.
She needs to meet
like
herself.
I don't know, I'm not her God, what she would have to have put in her path to make her see the error of her ways.
Well, whatever it is.
God may be a wrathful God. It may say, hey, guess what? Oh no, there's another car right in front of you.
Okay, so let's say her God is like this super nice, like let's say it's like the real Jesus, the real chill, awesome Jesus. Let's say it's the real chill, awesome Jesus. There's still nothing pleasant that is going to teach somebody to not be a scumbag.
First off, the real Jesus, the Jesus that Christians are supposed to be like, would do nothing.
Right.
That's what the real Jesus would do. Now, his father, on the other hand, the Old Testament Yahweh, hey, I'm going to be some snot into you, would probably blow up her house and kill all her animals.
Right.
But that's Yahweh, not Christ.
But I'm saying, to have somebody see the error of their ways, nothing pleasant's going to happen. Because here's the deal. Even if it didn't happen to her, it would happen to somebody she loved. She'd see somebody that she loved go through with it. And that's still going to be hurtful for anybody with a conscience or a soul, which I don't think she has either of, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, just don't stand with her in front of a mirror. You might get sucked in.
Right. I thought you left, child of God. I thought you hated me because I said damn all the time.
See, child of God, it's not that we don't know God. It's that we choose not to be in those circles.
Here's the deal. My dog just made me lose my deal. I have no problem. Look, I think Jesus Christ was a chill guy. I think the fact that the Republicans have adopted him and made him into some, hateful being sucks.
A lot of Christians have taken him and bastardized him.
Right.
Republicans. There's plenty of Democrats.
Yeah.
Plenty of people in this world who don't claim either or that have adopted him and bastardized him. Follow him. Follow the red words. The red words say it all. It's making all these publicized Christians who preach the Bible but don't live the Bible. It proves them all wrong. It shows the lies. It shows the hypocrisy. A Christian should not be living their life by the Old Testament. A Christian lives their life by the New Testament. Because the whole belief in being a Christian is to be Christ-like. And I don't see a goddamn person in this country being Christ-like. Especially these fucking jackasses on the goddamn internet.
You know, what happened to love thy neighbor? What happened to any of that?
Turn the other cheek. Love thy neighbor. Treat others the way you wish to be treated.
Lest judge not lest you be judged. Where's any of that?
Yeah, don't judge.
Where's any of that?
Judged.
But where's any of that? Because I'm not seeing that anywhere. I'm not seeing that anywhere. I can't stand.
That whole verse is to tell you You should not be judging others. That is for the power of God. God is the one that judges, not you.
And now, more than likely, she's going to go to church on Sunday, sit in the pews, and act like she worships when she doesn't. That's my problem.
You should not care if they're bisexual, if they're having affairs, if they're bumping uglies with a teenage boy. Granted, that's totally disgusting, and they deserve the worst punishment that.
But you're not supposed to
They
judge.
should be thrown into prison with a bunch of fathers or mothers and just let them go wild. Because they will come up with better punishments than our government ever would. I guarantee it. Now, as a Christian, that's not for you to judge. That's why I'm not Christian. That's why I'm agnostic. I believe in my own beliefs, and I get all my beliefs from every religion on this planet. But I can know the one true God, the Creator, be it Yahweh, be it Odin, be it Zeus, be it the fucking Titans. Whatever name you want to put to it, there is one Creator. And he states nothing. Just so you know. But going on your own beliefs, you should not be judging others.
Right.
Let's see you get into heaven after that shit.
But no, she'll go to church and she'll sit in the pews and she'll act like all high and mighty while she's saying horrible things and wishing death on a dog. A painful death, mind you. Did anybody really sit and think about what she said? She would want an innocent dog to suffer for days. Because of what? She would want an innocent dog who never did anything to her to suffer until I get my next paycheck because I'm $80 short. An innocent dog who did nothing but love people should suffer for anywhere for up to 6 days till I get my next paycheck so I can pay for it because I was a little short. So an innocent dog should suffer. That's amazing to me. That there's no words. Like there's been some lows, but that to me was just like I couldn't even. The amount of low that was insane. It's not using the name in vain. Goddamn is not using a name in vain. I don't know where people get that.
Goddamn is the wish of
Right.
God damning something.
Right.
It's
God
not saying
damn
God be
this.
damned.
It's a
not saying
verb.
God be damned. It's saying God damn.
Right. It's saying God
The only
damn is a
thing
verb.
Is amen.
When somebody says God damn, it means you want God to damn something. Damn is a verb. It's not taking anything's name in vain. And as far as that goes, if you wanted to go...
That's why it's usually tied with the it.
Right.
God damn it.
It,
So
this
God,
thing.
please damn this.
Mm-hmm. 100%. And, you know...
God has damned this.
Right.
Yeah, we're not cussing out God, because then it'd be God be damned.
Right.
And that is the sin you want to avoid. Because God states, thou shalt not curse my name.
Right.
And what does God do? He damns things.
Right. Well, no, you made... Here's my thing. And I said this to you before, and I'll say it again, because I stand by it, and I always will. Here's my problem. You and nobody, I'm saying this to child of God, and this is between me and child of God. What you said to me that day is the epitome, the absolute, utter, bald-faced epitome of my problem with Christians. And that is why I yelled at you. What you believe, what you as a person believe, has no bearing on what I say or do, because your beliefs do not supersede mine. If you choose to not say Jesus Christ, that is your decision. What you're not going to do is tell me what I can say. Your beliefs do not supersede mine.
Okay, here's the thing about saying Jesus Christ, though. Jesus Christ even stated, I am not God. I am the Son of God.
There is no yelling towards you. This isn't explaining.
Here.
This is explaining towards you. The day that I supposedly yelled at you.
We're not yelling at you. We're not yelling at you. This is
the day that I supposedly yelled at you. I said to you, I said, this is the epitome of what I'm talking about, because you don't like how I speak. You want me to change how I speak because it offends you. You are not my problem. That is a you problem, not a me problem. I am not going to change how I think, how I talk, how I act, or how I feel based on one other person's actions of how they perceive religion to be. There's no yelling in this. This is me explaining this to you. Your religion does not supersede mine when it comes to me. That would be like me coming into your living room and telling you that you needed to abolish Jesus Christ and accept Heke as your savior, and that you were to partake in Sabbaths, and you were to go outside in the full moon, and that your God means nothing in your house, and you are to now worship my God, and how I think, and everything that you say means nothing because what I say goes. And when you flip it around,
you would never say such a thing.
When you flip it around like that, and you have someone else tell you what you think, what you'll believe, what you'll say, it doesn't feel so good. But in this country, we allow it with Christians. We allow them to do that.
I must say, Cthulhu's better than Heke.
Cthulhu has arms. Child of God, I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You don't have to offer me the $80. I appreciate you.
No.
I've never had the problem with you. I never had a problem with you.
We love you, child.
I've never had a...
I've agreed with you on so much stuff that it's not even funny.
I've never had a problem with you.
When it comes down to religion, it's an agree to disagree type situation, because you're going to believe your way, we're going to believe our way. And yes, I know the doctrine says, bring them onto me. Okay? I'm not a plebeian. I was raised Baptist. My father's a chaplain. My uncle's a preacher. I know the Gospels. Okay? I did not come to the decision. We did not come to the decisions on our religious views easily. It never is easy finding a religion you believe in, or narrowing down your beliefs to put a name to it. Okay? We love you. As long as you're a good person, due to your beliefs, power on. Because that's what beliefs are there for. Beliefs are to make a structure in society where we are kind to each other. It gives us laws beyond human laws.
Now, that being said, somebody could say, well, Ryan sure wasn't being very kind earlier. Here's the deal. I was having a perfectly normal life. I was in my lane. I was minding my business. Someone came into my place of employment and started telling me that I was not working at a job, that I wasn't doing what I needed to do, and that I was a shit human being at my place of employment. Now, that being said, I will tell you with everything in me, if I still worked at Dollar General, I would have said the same fucking thing underneath that roof. You come into my job and you tell me that, number one, I'm not working to provide for what I need, and number two, that I'm a shit person, and you expect me not to fire back at you. If you poke the bear, you're going to get bit. Period.
These same people who are doing this is also giving her shit for having a cash shop and making a profit, which she doesn't. Okay? Oh, so you're just profiting off us. That's all you're doing. Yeah, you're at my job. You're going to bitch about I'm not doing my job right, and then you're going to bitch because I make money at my job.
And then you bitch because I sell t-shirts, but then you tell me to get a job. I am. I sell my designs, and I don't make much, but people buy them. I've sold a lot. People buy them because they like them, they enjoy them, they think they're good. And if you don't like them, they're not cup of your tea, that's fine. But when I'm sitting here at my job, getting paid for my job, I'm getting paid currently, I'm getting paid then, I'm getting paid now. And tell me that you don't like what I'm doing, but then bitch that I'm doing it. You're saying that you want me to get a job. I'm at my job. I'm doing my job. Now what? Now fucking what? I'm confused.
Hold on, child. She when she gets worked up, she gets loud. She wasn't meaning to yell. She was frustrated. She wasn't. How can I say this? I don't know the proper wording. She was.
Right. And I get that you were sad that I say that, but at the same time, I would not come to your table and say, I don't appreciate how you speak. I would not come into your home, and you are in my home right now. You are at my job. You are in my home. You are in my space. You have electedly come into my space. I would not come sit at your dining room table, look at you and say, you know what? I don't like how you talk. That is disrespectful.
It saddens me that you pray.
Right.
Okay, yeah, saying goddamn and praying are a bit different, but it's used for the example at hand.
Right. It made you sad that I used his name. Therefore, if it made you sad I used his name, you would prefer that I didn't. If it makes you sad that I'm using his name, then you prefer that I don't. Therefore, if you prefer that I don't, you are saying that you think I should not, and therefore you are telling me what I should say. And I'm sorry if the truth hurts, but that's it. If it makes you sad, then you want me to change it. If you want me to change it, you're inflicting your beliefs on me. Period. That's a fact. How else is it going to change? How else is it going to change? If me saying the sky is blue offends you, the only way it's not going to offend you is for you to either change your mind or for me not to say it. So,
or for you not to be around it.
Exactly.
Which is what she said. If you don't like it, you don't need to be here.
Because you're not going to change how you feel.
We want you here.
Right.
We want you here. But
right.
We also don't want you to be offended at the same time without controlling us.
Right. So if I don't want you to be offended because you're not going to change your way, and I'm not going to change my way, this is my home. The only way for you to not be offended by what I say is to take yourself out of the equation. I'd prefer you stayed in the equation, but if you're going to be offended, that's the only way it can go.
We don't just suggest that. We actually follow that. If we don't like something we're hearing, we exclude ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I will never understand why people follow creators around that don't like them. If I don't like it, I remove myself. I will never understand that. Okay, Tara, let me just say one thing. You're the most amazing husband in the world. He's not.
Oh, I'm by far way not the best husband in the world.
No. He makes me cry.
I hold myself up a little bit, yeah, but I make her cry often. And
he makes me cry almost every day.
But it's things I can't control a lot of the time.
Well, I'm not going to go there.
My vocabulary is not that big.
Okay.
I guarantee you my vocabulary is not large.
Okay.
My heartlessness, my what do they call it? My directness.
Yeah.
What is it? My logical mind does not allow me to see things in other ways. So, like, if I feel a statement is stupid, I'll say, quit being stupid. Why? Because that being is in there. I'm not saying you are stupid. I say you're being stupid. Now, that can also be taken as, and this doesn't go through my mind when I'm saying it, because I have a logical mind. People are going to feel like I'm calling them stupid. That doesn't even enter my brain when I say it. So what does that sound like I'm doing to my wife? It sounds like I'm calling her names. It sounds like I'm putting her down. it sounds like I'm being a dick. And how's my BPD wife going to take it? He's putting me down. He doesn't like me. He's being mean to me. And it's going to make her cry. So, yeah, I'm not the best husband by far. Do I try? I do try.
But
in the heat of the moment, I'm not going to be.
And I'll tell you this. He'll admit to this, and I give him kudos for this. He will admit to this. He has told other people this. When he is hurt or mad or angry, the first thing he does is what?
Lash out.
And do what? You try to hurt me. You admitted it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Lashing out. I lash out.
Mm-hmm. Now,
when I'm hurt, when I am angry, when someone has said something that I take offensively, I lash out. And I aim to make you bleed.
Now, that being said, I will say this.
I'm damn good at my job.
Now, I will say this. This is kind of funny. You guys can feel free to laugh. Now, my husband, and I can tell you this with all certainty, me and my husband could be sitting in here right now, and he could be, and this is conversations we've had. So what I'm about to tell you, you're going to get a glimpse into our life right now.
I am completely different in front of other people.
100%. He's a narcissist. So the show he puts on for you is not the show that is here. But he'll admit it.
Because I'm not liking the way I look in front of people.
But he'll admit it. He's admitting it. And that's a big thing.
I admit that you put something in front of me and I'll admit to it if I fucking do it.
Right. So, but here's the thing. Now let me tell you something. You guys can laugh here. This is funny. Now it's gonna probably bother you when I say this, but it's kind of funny. Me and my husband can be sitting here. He can be calling me every name in the book. He can be looking me straight in my face, calling me every name in the book. You name it, that man's called me it. Numerous times. Okay? Probably numerous times a day. But
there's some names that would make the worst sales.
His mom gets mad. But
oh, yeah.
But
calling her stuff in front of my mom
but
ended me up almost in the hospital.
But I will tell you this. That man, if we were in public, and he's done it in public, but I will tell you this. If that man, because I've been there when this has happened, that man can look at me and scream at me, put his finger in my face, and call me a bitch. But if Joe Bob butts his nose in and calls me a bitch, that's fighting words. And my husband's done that. A guy came up, he stuck his nose, and
I don't want you guys to be mistaken. I am not proud of this. I'm just fully aware of it, and I'm willing to admit it.
Right.
I don't want people out here saying, well, look, listen to how proud he is of that. Listen to him. Listen to how proud he is. No, I'm not proud. I'm not proud.
It's called accepting
and to admit.
Yes. He's taking accountability.
To admit to my fault.
He's taking accountability. And
because those are the only faults I have. And I am willing to admit to it. I won't cheat.
Oh,
I will defend you. I'll provide for you.
Mm-hmm.
But God forbid I should be angry at you. Call you words. Argue with you and say hurtful things. That is my fault.
Look.
That is what I own up to. Because that is a shitty way to live.
But
I've tried changing it. I'm in therapy for it. I'm on medication for it. I'm doing all I can to fix that.
At the same time,
but there's only so much my mind, not a mind, my mind will allow me to do.
Okay,
I'm trying hard.
I want you to remember that because I too am on medication. I too am in therapy, and I too
that's me lashing out though.
Cannot change things. There's certain things that cannot be changed.
Yes.
So
what's usually going on when I start saying shit about you? We're arguing. What do I do when I'm upset? I lash out.
Right. One of the quick, I will tell you.
Yeah, I know this.
I will tell you.
Tell me to remember. I know it.
One of the quickest ways. I will tell you this though. This is kind of funny. Again, you can laugh. One of the quickest ways that I know that I'm right. He gets mad. If I'm right about something, and he knows I'm right about something, he won't admit it. He'll just get mad. Oh, he can't lie. You can't lie.
The minute she makes me look her in the eyes,
can't lie.
I smile.
You can't lie to me. Oh my God.
Lie to her to save my life.
He can't. He can't lie at all. It's sad, actually.
I have zero poker face. I have a grin that goes ear to ear when I'm trying to lie.
You can't do it. I'm sorry, you guys. Now Carletta over here is not getting any, and Crystal's taking them off of the team. Sorry, Crystal and Tara. That's that whole job thing.
Like
I'm
6 times
sorry.
for me.
I'm sorry.
It's
That's the
happened
whole
like 6
job
times for
thing.
me.
What, babe?
It's happened like 6 times for me.
Okay, look. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you guys. The last 2 lives, I got hosed out of ad money. I turned them up tonight.
What a bitch. What a money grubber. I can't believe you do that to us.
I got fucked 2 nights in a row. I turned them up tonight. There's me working my job. Sorry. I thought we were going to have a bullshitty live. That wasn't really going to matter. So I was like, fuck it. And I turned them up a little bit. Sorry. But at least you guys know what the hell's going on now. So did I specify yours and Tara's name? No. No. Be lucky that it's not what I tried to do. I'm gonna try something next time, and you guys are either gonna get hit hard or you're not gonna get, or it's gonna make it better. I'm not really sure which. See, look at Green Turtle's not even getting any ads. They're like, oh, you have premium? That doesn't count. I get paid for you, by the way.
Yeah, that don't count.
I get paid by them. When you guys do that, I would still get paid.
She gets a revenue from that.
I do.
Every time someone with premium watches her channel, she gets a little bit of it.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, it's so frustrating because when somebody comes in here and tells me that I need to get a job, what the fuck do you think I'm doing right now? What do you think I'm doing right now? I'm doing my job. That's what I'm doing. Did I ever figure out what happened with the ads? Yeah. So what was happening was I had paid for a subscription to a service, which I, by the way, canceled and got my money back on. The thing is it will monetize after the fact and it will allow an ad at the beginning. But what it's not doing is allowing mid rolls. And because my lives are an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour long, and like for instance, the couple poor people have been hit 6 times. So if there's 63 people in here and we'll average it out at 3 commercials for 63 people, that was 186 commercials that I was not seeing. And even if they're 5 cents a piece, which I don't know how much they would run, I'm losing out on $8 a day doing that. No, thank you. $8 per live doing that. No, thank you. It's a job. That's what I got to do. It sucks. I hate it, but this is what I'm doing. Just, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's not like you guys are having to watch Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah. On a brighter note, in supporting your job, I ordered my first shirt yesterday. What one did you get? Yeah, we got our first shirt check. Don't say how much it was.
It's sad.
It's not sad. Shut up.
It is very sad. I make more in a day.
Well, you make more in about half a day. But
that's my point.
But I sold a lot of items.
More in the first 3 hours of my day.
But I sold a lot of items. It's just the fact I get paid for shit for them. But I sold a lot of items.
That being said, it still helps.
Right.
Every little bit helps.
You keep getting a vaping commercial. Well, at least it knows its clientele, I guess. Right. Oh, Toasty says hi. You keep getting a lotion ad. I've worn my Buffalo Bill lotion shirt twice recently.
We talked about corn grub.
We did. You got continue on? Nice. I actually made that for a friend. A friend of mine said that she liked that.
We actually just put up a new zip-up hoodie design that can be put on t-shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
For those of you who know someone who plays Dungeons and Dragons.
We have a Dungeon Master shirt up.
Yeah, so if you know someone who plays Dungeons and Dragons, there you go. It's a cool t-shirt.
And
I think it's cute.
I've always told you guys, if you guys have an idea of a shirt that you want, that you're like, hey, you know what, I'd really like this shirt, let me know. I can probably make it for you. You want to see the vape one? I'll trade the snow for lotion or vape.
Hey, did you ever do that Grim Reaper? Did you put that Grim Reaper up?
The vaping one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want him on a t-shirt.
I got
a few t-shirts and stuff that I'm gonna get later.
Well, you got
I'm
your
gonna use my
you use your
$30
coupon,
off,
yeah.
my 30% off.
Yeah.
As of right now, she's got some really wicked stuff up. You guys should go check it out at the site at the top of her chat.
You have a complaint? Your commercials suck. I'm sorry. You got pizza? I actually got you a sticker of the vaping one.
Yeah, nice, awesome.
I got you a sticker.
I want them real big on the front of a t-shirt.
Yeah, you can get it. It comes on t-shirts. You're getting a tumbler next check. Oh, dude, I gotta tell you something about this tumbler. I am in love with this tumbler, and for the stupidest reason. Okay, it's stainless steel, and it's got the really cool lid. I like this lid better than the turning ones. It's got this. I love this, and I cannot explain to you how much I love this. It's got a lip ridge. It's got a lip ridge. Right there. Right here. It's a lip ridge. I've never seen that on a cup in my life. And I love it. You have pizza in your fridge? Me too. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Today is wild. I've had the worst 2 days on the planet. Just so bad. Just like I'm just getting hit by one shitty thing after another the past 2 days. And, to compound on that, for somebody to just come in and just like kick shit on top of it. Like, what is wrong with you? If you knew somebody's house burned down, would you walk up and say something shitty to them? You shouldn't have left your lights on. Oh my God. No, you wouldn't. You'd say, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you. All things comes in threes. Well, great. That's fucking great. Because I had 2 shitty things happen to me yesterday.
Well, explain the whole last year.
You did tear the no. 3 shitty things did happen. There was an incident I'm not going to talk about. There was the dog, and my husband tore the door off his trailer.
Fuck yeah. I'm still waiting for the backlash from that.
He was not the first person to do it. Somebody did it the week prior.
I was not. There was someone in the previous week that had done so.
Hey, ma'am. Hey. Youre. Youre Brembren.
Hey.
Yeah.
I might end up losing you. I'm going through the tunnel coming back. Hold up. Different tunnel.
Youre! Here you go. Hey. Come on. Youre Bernie. Here, baby. Youre. Come here, baby. Youre. There you go, baby. You want to go in there? You got to go in there? And now I just got itch. Where's she at? There's the Yoda Brandons. There's the Brenny girl.
Oh, wow. It's pink. The whole sky is pink.
Yoda. There's the girl right there that Alicia wanted to suffer.
What does pink skies mean?
Nothing usually.
Because it's pink and it's making the whole area pink. Like a pinkish, reddish purple color.
So Alicia, I hope you're happy. I hope you got to see that. I hope that you see that you wished that dog horrible things. Pink at night, sailor's delight. I don't know what that means.
Hey, baby.
Yoda. She's so itchy. I gotta give her a Benadryl. She smells awful. She smells awful. And I don't want to rub on her right now. But Jesus Christ, she smells awful. Because she itches and she sweats. What? We're just gonna pretend he lost him. We actually did lose him, but that I think that's the part that just like got me. That's the part that got me pissed. You know what I mean? That was the part that got me pissed. Like, wish anything you want of me, say whatever you got to say, whatever. But nah, man, no, that's just That's just fucking bullshit. Thank you, Carissa. I think we should do a restaurant game too. I think we will. You got an Olive Garden and a mowing commercial. Nice. Nice. You know, wish whatever you want on me, but my God, I can't even believe the ramifications of telling somebody that. If I, for whatever reason, and I saved up 2/3 of what I needed because I assumed that I was going off because I had asked the year prior just in case at the end of the year, the prices went up. I didn't know that. So I saved up what I thought was the whole amount and I go in there and I'm $80 short. So you're telling me that after I did my job of saving up what I thought was the correct amount of money, my dog should have to suffer for a week. That just make fucking sense. I don't even understand. Yeah, we kind of lost you.
Hello?
No, we kind of lost you.
Yeah, no. It's because I'm in the gorge. I lost everything. Everything in my truck, like, said, no signal.
It was that pink light.
It was.
If you get abducted, just send them for me.
I want to believe. I'm going to get that poster someday. I'm going to find it and I'm going to get that poster.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't make that for you. Things are trademarked.
Yeah.
That's the shitty part. I can't do trademark shit.
Whatever company makes that poster hit it big when they showed up on X-Files.
Right. Right. Yep, it was the pink sky. I had what did I oh yeah. I'm hungry.
Well, yeah, what I was saying is when you itch Yoda, it takes all the little surface scabs off, which is what looks like dandruff, and it makes them re-goo and re-dry, which makes it itch more.
Right.
That's why your hands can come away moist.
That's why I won't even pet her because I don't want to bother her. You know.
Because it just makes it worse.
No, not my Great Pyrenees. My pug. It's my pug.
Yeah, pug. The one that's losing her hair.
Yeah, we shaved her. Actually, we shaved her bald.
We shaved her, and now she's losing her hair. Look at her hair. Look at her hair. Now that's growing back out.
Yeah.
It's really sparse.
Yeah.
Looks like the top of my head.
So, and normally she really enjoys her medicated baths, but I don't want to give her a bath right now with as frail as she is. As soon as, if this pill works and I can get some meat on her bones, she's getting her a bath and she's getting a good bath. She likes her baths. She loves her bath.
We may not even make it to her getting meat on her bones.
I know.
That late.
I know. Can I put coconut oil on her? I mean, I could. Do I have to pick him up? Yes. I had to keep the car today. First I had to go to the vet, and then I came back and picked him up because I had to go to the bank and the vape shop and the pet store. So I have to go pick him up tonight. So after I get off live,
it should be around 11 o'clock tonight.
Okay. So after I get off live, we're gonna play a restaurant game, and then I'll go pick him up. We'll play a restaurant game, and we can make some new dishes.
It's mopping in a shower for me, and then bed.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of sleep so I can get up and.
He's got a long day of gaming ahead of him. He's doing a long dungeon. They're doing like a really long Dungeons and Dragons day because he worked his ass off
for the last 2 weeks.
What'd you do the week before last?
The week before last, I had Dungeons and Dragons in the morning, and there's just my everyday stuff.
Yeah, but last week was
weekend,
wild.
I did lawn, fence.
Last weekend, he weed whacked half an acre with a friend. He weed whacked half an acre of knee-high grass because our lawnmower was broke. He weed whacked half an acre with a friend. He installed a fucking fence in my backyard with said friend and busted his ass last weekend. So I'm like, you do you, buddy. He's having a whole ass long Dungeons and Dragons session.
I was busy all weekend last weekend. I think I got to sit down and play games with you for a grand total of like what, 4 hours?
No, I don't even think it was that. I don't even think it was that. Oh, between the 2 days, maybe.
For at least 2 hours a day.
And then for the past 2 weeks, he's worked 70 hours a week. He literally comes home, don't even do nothing. He comes home, goes in the door, and goes straight to bed.
Out of my 70-hour clock, and I'm just now in Tennessee, I have 4 hours left out of my 70-hour clock.
So, and you still got 3 hours to drive.
Back, yeah. I still have about 3.5 hours left.
So he's going to work 69 and a half hours. And by the way, just so you guys know, that 70 hours is just drive time.
No, it's not.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's 70 hours total I am allowed to work.
Okay.
Now, about 64 of those is driving.
Okay. So yeah, so he works a 14-hour day, comes home, goes to bed, and that's it.
Gets up and does it all again the next day.
In the meantime, people think that I sit here and do nothing. Number one, I am doing everything in this house. I'm taking care of every one of these goddamn animals. I'm taking care of all the messes they create. I'm taking care of the laundry and the bills and the pharmacy and the groceries and the pet stores.
And her own social media.
Doing this every day for a couple of hours to get my job in. Then I got to go out and find content. Shitty content, but content. I got to find content. Got to do that. So I am working my ass off all the time. Unfortunately, most of my position is not paid. But that's what I have to do because he's working his ass off 69 hours a week. Yeah, homemaker is a job and we just don't get paid enough. What's going on with my dog? So what happened was she got a tapeworm. And I gave her medication 3 weeks ago. Like it started about 5 weeks ago. We realized it about 4 weeks ago. I got the medicine here. We gave her the medicine about 3 weeks ago. And she still has it.
She's had, for like the last 4 years, she's had a horrible skin condition.
And she's had this horrible she's got allergy. She itchy, all the nine. So she's itching. She's getting old. So her bones are creaky. She kind of wobbles when she walks. Her sight is going. Her hearing is going. And now, because this tapeworm medicine apparently doesn't do tapeworms, she's just now getting the medication she should have had a month ago. Tapeworms make you lose weight. She's lost like 4 pounds. She's like fucking skin and bones. I've been feeding her ridiculous. Yesterday, you want to know what she had for food yesterday? Trying to fatten her ass up. 3 Kraft singles, 4 pieces of pepperoni, and a fucking hamburger. Just so I can get some fucking meat on her bones. And so she is a fucking disaster. And because she lost so much weight so fucking quick, we got the meds in her to get rid of this tapeworm. But I don't know if it did permanent damage. I don't know if she's going to be able to gain this weight back.
Yeah, we don't know if it's irreparable.
Or what it did to any organs. As far as that goes. She's actually doing better. Weirdly. She's actually wandering around more than she ever has in the past months. But at the same time, I'm scared to touch her. Like she needs a bath. I'm scared to pick her up because she's so little. So I'm hoping that we can get some meat on her. I can give her nice medicated bath that she enjoys so much. She loves her bath. It feels great. And so she'll hold her little neck up while you rub her. She'll hold her neck up. She'll move like that. She loves her bath. And it sucks because I really want to give her one and she fucking reeks. So, but I can't because I'm scared to touch her. And it sucks. And then for somebody to wish that my dog suffers, it makes me want to literally take a staple gun to their fucking face. Is there a procedure they want to do? No. You're asking why I would need money? Her death. Because it costs money to put a dog down and it costs money to get their ashes back.
And if this doesn't work, the only option we have left
is to put her down.
Well, put her down.
Because what I'm not going to do is give them $60 and then put my dog in a trash bag and stick them with a bunch of dogs in a furnace. Because that's what happens. I hope you guys know that. When you leave your dog at the vet and you don't take their body home, they put a bunch of dogs into a furnace and cremate them all together. And that's how they go. They go in a trash bag and 8 dogs go into a furnace and they all burn up together. I am not having that. So I am paying for my dog to be privately cremated with the respect she deserves. And I had damn near all the money, but I went off of last year's fucking quote. They upped their prices and I didn't know that. There's no way in hell. She is my first dog. She is my first dog. And even though she took to my husband, she loves my husband more than she loves me. What I can tell you is this: in the past week and a half, for whatever reason, she's following me around. She's asking for my attention. And unfortunately, all that's telling me is she knows that she's close. Because she doesn't follow me. She doesn't ask for my attention. She doesn't ask for my pets. And she's been following me around, which means she's trying to make up mommy time before she goes. Somebody came in and said that I should get a job and not beg for my dog. And what they were basically saying is, we know you don't have the money, so your dog should suffer until you do. Because I went off of last year's quote and didn't have quite enough money. I have 2/3 of it, a little over 2/3 of it. And 3 people, somebody just said something, 3 people sent it. I have more than enough now. So the rest of it went to get Sissy her stroller. The rest of it went to Sissy's stroller, because if you guys want to know that, Sissy needs a stroller. You want to know why Sissy needs a stroller? Because Sissy's probably got the beginnings of dementia. And I want to make sure her last times are good. She's got arthritis and she's starting to get dementia. And I want her last times to be good and get to have her walks. So there you go. I ordered her stroller today, and before anybody asks, I got the cheapest one in the market. But she needs it because she likes going on her walks. So she needs that. So I got her the cheapest stroller there was. I'm sorry, I went $5 extra. I got it off of Amazon. They were the same price on fucking Temu. I know I shouldn't have to ever explain. I don't know why anybody, my thing is this: if somebody's house burned down and they had to GoFundMe, would you berate them for it? I just don't understand it. Chris,
the people that give you shit probably would.
Christia Lee says, my sky is pink, like for real. I'm not making this shit up.
Yeah, right? I just went through that. Now my sky is blue and salmon.
I'm just cloudy.
To the end of the storm.
I'm just cloudy.
I was driving through storms.
And that's why I said, I hope something opens her fucking eyes one day, and however that has to happen to her, I ain't gonna worry about it, but she'll know what it's like one day. That or either A, she's never had any of that shit and she's been lucky, or somebody treated her like that and now she's passing it along. Just like when bullies are bullied, they bully. She may have had somebody say those things to her and felt that way and now passes it along. I don't know. Nobody can know. We're not in her head. I don't know.
I want cookies.
I offered you some of my stale cookies. You didn't want them.
I don't want stale cookies. I want good cookies. I want the nice big palm-sized cookies.
I got you 2 packs of peanut butter cookies you can make.
I want peanut butter, I want chocolate chunk, and I want chocolate brownie cookies.
I want $1 million. You got 2 bags of cookies. Fucking make it happen.
I can't make $1 million out of 2 bags of cookies.
There was a great sale on these today. Really great sale. I was shocked.
I'd be too busy eating it.
Huh?
I'd be too busy eating them to make $1 million off them.
Right. She's in a jar with a tiny mirror. I haven't spelled it yet. It's been sitting here unspelled. It's happening tonight. This is getting spelled tonight. It's been sitting here.
What?
Look on the screen. You know what it is. It's been sitting on my desk.
Oh, there we go.
It's getting spelled tonight. You put her in a jar. That's even worse. Huh? It'll be on there. It'll be on there. No, this is a vape. That wasn't a vape I was holding up. It was a mirror.
It was pink. It was a vape.
Oh well, now you should be on the mirror.
Yeah, I see it.
I bought it and I haven't done it. I've had it sit here. And I've wondered and I've wondered and I've wondered and I'm done. So it's getting spelled tonight.
Mirrors scare me.
We still got to get those mirrors out of the bathroom so I can put them up here.
I don't want them up there.
I want them up there. I'm not going to spell them.
Why do you think I'm putting it off? Mirrors are scary. They're a gateway.
Someone posted a pink sky in Discord. I want to see this pink sky. This is orange sky. Hold on.
It's like a salmon pink.
That's what theirs is. You can't see it.
Yeah. It's like a salmon pink. It's pink.
Yeah. No. We lost our plug almost 2 years ago. I flipped my shit when my son called me into the bedroom. She climbed into her favorite sleeping spot and passed in her sleep. So after I left after I cried, after I went to the vet and cried, after I came home in my car and I cried, I pulled into my driveway crying, and I called the vet after I just left, and I asked if I could bring her bed so that she could pass in her bed, and they said yes. So I'm really happy about that. They said I can bring her bed with us. Which she actually has a few different beds. We're actually going to bring her favorite pillow because more than likely, if you know anything about passing, we're probably going to have to get rid of the pillow afterwards, but we're going to keep her favorite bed over here so that the other dogs can have it with them to have a reminder of that. But they told me I could bring her bed, so we're going to bring her favorite pillow that she can lay on. She has a pillow she lays on right underneath his feet. So.
I just wish my other dogs took to the training the way she did. I just wish they had. Because she was my dog. Yeah, you guys ever see the pictures or the videos of the snippets of the boy walking down the curb with that little beagle behind him? That was Yoda. That was me and Yoda. Where I was, she wasn't far behind.
I can tell you this.
And I think that's what I'm going to miss the most.
I can tell you this. And only Crystal and I know anything about anything, and nothing's being said more than this. Because it's inevitable, she goes. If it's next week, next month, next year. The tribute that I have that has already been made, that is already in existence, is going to show a lot about a lot of things. And he doesn't know about it. He doesn't know about it. He knows nothing about it. He's not going to know anything about it. It's under wraps. It's sealed. It's gone. He can't access it. So, but I did make a really pretty thing that will be going out on our site when that happens. And it's not really for anybody else other than I made a graphic for him that's going to be on the site so that we can have it. So and I don't know. I don't want to say nothing about nothing because I don't want to give it up or away.
Stop talking about it so you don't accidentally.
I won't. I'm not. It's sealed. Only 2 people know about it other than me. I can't find my. Oop, here it is. I can't find my. Oop, there it is. I feel bad though because like she was my graduation present, but she loves her daddy. She loves her daddy. She don't want nothing to do with me. I know you would, Audra. I know you would. And that's why I told you no. You live on a limited income.
We didn't expect anybody to.
Right.
And the help we got was enough to reach my icy heart.
Yeah. We got enough. We got enough that we could, like, Yoda, with what I had put aside and what I got, it was enough that I could get Yoda done and the other half of Sissy's stroller that I didn't have. So that's about what we had. Was we had enough to get both of the dogs what they needed. So the stroller's been ordered. Karen, I appreciate you. Yeah, we're good. I had what I did was we needed an air compressor and I didn't buy the air compressor so that I could get Yoda done. So we're still gonna have to buy an air compressor at some point. But we needed it to finish this disaster back here. But we knew that something was happening. So I took the air compressor money and I put that aside. And then I had a little bit extra from a couple checks and I put that aside. Ooh, thank you for joining again, Christine. Is there anything they need for comfort that I've had? No. They have their beds. They have so many beds. There's like 8 beds in this house. So many beds, so many blankets.
We have what we need for the dogs.
Yeah. Sissy got her stroller, and that's all that matters. That's what mattered to me.
They have their own bowls, except for Riley and Sydney. They share a bowl.
They won't eat without each other. It's so weird.
They won't. We tried separating them, and they would just go from bowl to bowl.
Christia, the only thing, I mean, look. This is the only way I can put it. We have the money to get it done. However, any extra money would go for that, and that would allow me to buy the things that, like the air compressor that I needed, essentially, is what, I mean, that's the only way to put it. Anything extra at this point, because I have Yoda done, and I have the other half of Sissy's stroller, because I paid for half the stroller with my t-shirt money, and then the other half with the extra that I had. anything at this point, to be completely honest and real with you, would be the fact that I used the air compressor money to pay for Yoda, and it would help us to get like the air compressor, essentially. So that's kind of where we're at. Is like, as of right now, I had, 3 or 4 people help, and it helped me to meet where it needed to be. And then a couple people did a little bit extra, so I used that to pay for the other half of Sissy's stroller. And at that point, if anybody else wants to do any type of condolence or help or whatever, it goes towards essentially the things that I was taking from to make it done. Now, just so you know, for anybody who's listening or thinks that I'm shamming you, let's say Yoda gets better. Let's say we get 6 more months out of her. That money is not being touched because that money needs to be there in case she takes a downward spiral out of nowhere. Cash App is actually right there. Just so you know, it's actually pinned. It's my Cash App, my Venmo, and my PayPal. So it's if you click it, it's right there. It's my Cash App, my Venmo, my PayPal. I put it up every live just because it's not as taxed as YouTube stickers are. You don't see it?
It's up there.
It's the little white thing.
It's the white bubble all the way at the top of the chat.
Yeah, it's the white bubble. It's the white bubble on top. Hold on here. I'll redo it. Hold on. Make sure it's right. There you go. That's it right there. What are you doing? Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah. And basically, like I said, because I'm going to be upfront and real, I could tell you guys that I didn't have any money for it. But essentially, as of right now, I took from the things that I needed to get it done. So if anybody wants to help for whatever reason, it's going towards the things that I took from to make sure that it was done. So it would be going towards that. What it would allow is my funds to be put towards so that I could take the funds and get what we needed, essentially, is what it is. But yeah. So you got bra and deodorant ads instead of lotion. I think they're just telling you at this point you suck. I don't know. So I got a really good deal on these disposables, right? I basically I keep the disposables for in the car. That way I don't have to lug my device sometimes, especially when I go to my friend's house, because like it's a really long trip, yada yada yada. So I basically keep them in the car. The only reason I've been smoking it right now is because I brought them in. I'm gonna actually put them in the car again. I just want to see the one that I was using. It's a different flavor, so I want to try it out. They gave me this one for free, and now I know why it was free. You remember, babe? You remember those? Remember the cigarettes back in the day? They looked like cigarettes, but they were vape. You remember those? The electronic cigarettes?
Yeah.
That's what this tastes like.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not great. These ones, though, these are actually really fucking good. And I don't even like disposables, and they're really good. I got the one I was smoking was apple pie. It's not bad. It's not bad. But I got this, what flavor do you think this is? What flavor do you think this is? Because I can tell you it's not what you think it is.
You gotta remember, I have 2 minutes left.
Mango, pineapple, kiwi, peach, banana, strawberry shortcake. Strawberry cheesecake. Strawberry cheesecake. Strawberry cheesecake. They took the cheese and made it cheese colored. It's binaries, whatever. And the only reason why I use this one is, you know, when you use a disposable and it's got that like mentholy icy flavor and it's nasty as shit. These ones don't have that. These ones don't have it. These ones actually feel more like this. And that's the only reason I can handle these. It's just binaries. I've not used Raz. I've heard that Raz are decent. But it's this right here. And I got apple pie and the strawberry cheesecake. And I got a damn good deal on it. It was 3 for $20. Last time I bought it, it was $16.99 for one. And that was 3 for $20. And I got a free one with it. I've heard good things about Raz. I'm not a huge disposable fan, but I will tell you, when I am dragging this fucking everywhere, and let me tell you what happened with this one time. I was dragging it around. I stuck it in the side of my car door and it flipped, busted my tank. And this one is not as bad. I can take, this one leaks. I don't know why it's been leaking so much, but it's been leaking. This one's good. I mean, but it's, if I don't want to have to drag that around, you know. 50 bar is great for no mint. They're barking and I don't know why. Hey, quit.
Disposables are nasty and horrible for you.
They are. They're not great. They're made out of nicotine salt. Nicotine salt's not awesome for you.
The only people who know what nicotine salt is the FDA and the manufacturer. Strawberry
Runts, nice. Yeah, I don't use them. They're not my I will use these ones and that's about it. But when I'm at the house, I'm using this. I only brought these in to get them out of the car. Like I said, these are basically for my car. Or when I go to Leanne's house, Leanne lives an hour from me. And by the time I drive to her house, spend 8 hours there and drive home, my vape, I'm charging it while my vape is charging. I'm using it like it's like an interchangeable thing. So I thought you already bought a stroller. I bought one last year. It got destroyed. Yeah. And I was talking about buying one and I just put the order in for it today. Literally right before I got on this live. Literally. I called him and told him that I had ordered it. I got one that's lower to the ground, so it's not going to be as hard for me to pick her up and put her in and take her out. So it's lower to the ground, and it's not
chunky
because she's chunky. But it's not the same setup as this one. This one it's long. It's like a bassinet almost. And it's lower to the ground, not like a real stroller. Like the one I got her last time, you could almost think it was a real stroller. This one is more like a bassinet on wheels. I had several mods and tanks that I threw away when I quit vaping. I have a bunch of coils for all sort of tanks. Nice. Oh, yours isn't nicotine? Yeah, I know. I need to get an unnicotine one. So I haven't gotten
after everything is said and done, we will be getting a PO box.
Yes, I'm going to be getting a PO box soon. You use Geek Bar? Yeah, we're still going to do the PO box thing. That way you guys can send me stuff to promo. I'll get that here shortly. Now that I know that Yoda's taken care of and I can put that money away. Now that I got Sissy's thing and whatever, we can start doing some other stuff. Getting that stuff taken care of. So I got that money locked away on a thing where we can't even access it. I was smart. I put it somewhere where it's going to cost me money to take it out. So I'm not taking it out. Awesome. Sounds good. You know, it's totally not okay to send in the mail, but I'm not going to stop you. Ugh. So let's see, it's 9:12. Yeah. I won't tell if you don't tell. You just told a room of 60 people, but you're good. Which is the best.
Hey, please, we will be unboxing online, so don't send anything that we can't show on YouTube.
And if it's something we can't show on YouTube, put it in a white box that says "Do not open."
Yeah.
Do not open on YouTube Live.
We don't need someone sending us a big rubber dick.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I would show that on live. I wouldn't care.
Fully posable? What?
Suction cup.
Is that a suction cup? Sticks to the shower wall. Oh, is that supposed to be a replica of Keanu Reeves? Better start preparing myself.
Babe, if Keanu Reeves ever got amnesia and he came wandering to our door, I would set the candlelight dinner for you. I know it is your goal. Who am I to stand in between destiny?
Ooh, spaghetti. Is that one noodle?
I would make you the spaghetti dinner. I would light the candles and I would slowly walk out of the room. Like, I would never stop your dream.
Walk. You slowly back out of the room.
Slowly back out of the room. I'll pull an April.
That dinner ain't going far.
I'll pull an April Johns' husband. Had to put that in there. White tablecloth and all. Hell yeah. Far be it from me to stand in true love's way. I am secure enough in my marriage that if my husband wants a one night stand with Keanu Reeves, I'm going to let him have it. Damn it. My husband. Oh my God. I got to. Okay. Like watch this. My husband's favorite. You want to talk about everybody's got that movie that does good things to him, right? My husband's good movie has to be Speed.
Nope.
It has to be Speed.
Nope.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
Two of your people are in it.
Nope.
What is the movie?
I don't have a set movie.
What I mean is, though, since it flew over your big fat head.
Believe it or not, I've only seen Speed like 10 times.
You do know who's in Speed, right?
I know who's in Speed.
Two of your celebrity crushes.
I'm too jealous to watch Speed.
Two of your celebrity crushes are in Speed, man.
I get too jealous watching it. I've only seen it like 10 times.
Yeah, but is it the real Keanu Reeves, dude?
Huh?
Sam says Keanu Reeves follows her on TikTok. More than likely, it's a spam account, dude.
No, he's got a verified account. I follow him and he followed me back.
Really?
Yep.
Nice. See, but see,
it is a verified account.
But see, Keanu is a whole nother breed of human, though. He's like a whole nother breed of human.
Someone that cosplays him really well.
Mm-hmm.
I follow him too.
But like Keanu Reeves, Ryan Reynolds, like they are a different breed of celebrity. Like you can't put them in with celebrities. You just can't. Like they're normal ass people. You know what I mean? They are the people who do not. They're like, fuck it. I'm rich. It is what it is. Now, I will say Ryan Reynolds' wife is not exactly the same way, but can't help who you marry. I don't have a problem with Blake. I'm just saying she's a little bit more high maintenance. Yoda Bren. Brenny. When I get off here, you're getting a Benadryl. She is going to town. She sounds like a pig. Baby girl. She can't even hear me. There's no point. Baby. Brenny.
You're going to set off the other dogs again.
Yeah, I know that. I gotta go find some damn cheese. Talk amongst yourselves. God, Brennan, you just smell awful. Jesus. Just talk amongst yourselves. Ready, I got cheese. Bren. Brenny, baby. Bren, baby. Hey, here. You get it? All right, good deal. That give you life? All right. Yeah, she got her cheese.
I'm glad she's not lactose intolerant.
She loves cheese. Yesterday I gave her 3 pieces of cheese. You're not getting no cheese. I got 1 piece of cheese left till tomorrow. I need it for your sister.
When are the groceries supposed to be picked up?
Tomorrow.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got him set.
You kept saying tomorrow. You kept saying earlier today was Friday, so I just wanted to make sure.
And to make sure I didn't forget them?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got them set for tomorrow. I got cheese.
Oh, don't forget I'm also making that chicken thing tomorrow.
Yeah, you're going to be able to unfreeze it by tomorrow?
I need you to take it out and stick it in the sink, please.
It's not going to unthaw in time.
That's what the defrost is for, or you cook it to frozen temperature.
I'm good. How are you? Hi, Brandon. So, you got some more cheese? I do not have any more cheese, Miss Ma'am. I'm sorry. Hey, look at me. Hey. Bernie, look at me for a second. Bernie. I'm good. How are you? I don't have any cheese, baby. I don't have nothing to give you. I have 1 piece of cheese left till I go to the store tomorrow. And I'm actually going to be getting off here in the next about 5 minutes. I'm going to go feed him some dinner, and then I'm going to get on my restaurant game till it's time to pick him up.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I just went through Sevierville.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Go enjoy your game.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, yeah, I ran out of cheese because I gave her 3 pieces of cheese to eat last night for dinner and 4 pepperoni and a hamburger. I was trying to find anything remotely fatty in the house. Yeah, I didn't have enough money for that. What I did was I got her the stuff to make. Somebody sent me a recipe, like a fattening dog recipe. I got that. I got some apple cider vinegar to put in the water, and I got cheese, eggs. I got her a bunch of stuff to help her out. So, but yeah, I gotta get off here, and I'm gonna have to feed them little monsters. I gotta make up her bowl. I put eggs in her bowl. I have to make sure that she eats it so the other dogs don't eat it. And then I'm gonna get on my game. So yes, I'll be streaming on Twitch. Yeah. I'm probably, if I get off here at 9:30, it's gonna take me about 15 minutes to feed everybody. All I gotta do is get all their bowls and toss their bowls down, and they'll go to town. Making Yoda's dinner doesn't take very long at all. So, do that, and then I can get on here and I'll stream on Twitch. Restaurant Simulator game, yep. We're gonna make some recipes. So, I will see you lovelies probably sometime tomorrow. And if not, I will see you on Twitch. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being great. Appreciate y'all.